Today I'm going to tell you why Warzone 1 will be better than Warzone 2. And we've already seen this before when Caldera dropped. What I'm saying is that when we got a new Warzone map, people didn't like it, and people immediately went to Rebirth and stopped playing Caldera. And if you look at any poll or ask the majority of Warzone players, they'll tell you that they don't like Caldera, and if they had the choice to play either Verdansk or Caldera, they would choose Verdansk. And so I think it'll be a similar situation moving forward with Warzone 2. I think when Warzone 2 drops, a lot of people aren't going to like it and go back to Warzone 1. And before I go any further, I just want to say that I'm not trying to be negative, and there are a lot of things about Warzone 2 that I liked when I watched the gameplay. These are just the things that I think could turn people away from the game and potentially encourage a lot of people to go back to Warzone 1. And with that being said, I'm going to talk to you about some of the reasons why I think that'll be the case. The biggest reason I think that'll happen is because of the pace. From the gameplay that I've seen of Warzone 2, the pace looks to be a lot slower. It looks more like a traditional BR, and I get it, for the people who enjoy traditional BRs, there's no issue with that. But for most COD players, the fact that Warzone was faster paced made it stand out and feel unique. And it gave it a COD feel while also maintaining the BR aspect. And I think that's why Warzone was so popular, especially when it first released. So a lot of the COD players who never played BRs or just aren't into it enjoyed Warzone because it had that COD feel and the fast pace, and they're really taking that away. Another big reason why a lot of people will go back to Warzone 1, because I feel like a lot of the sweats aren't gonna like this game because they like to play aggressive and go for high kill games. And it seems like with the slower pace, it's going to be a lot more difficult to do that. But also the fact that the movement has been nerfed to a certain extent because the movement speed is slower, as well as slide canceling being taken out of the game. That was really what the sweats relied on to have a skill gap and be able to go for high kill games. I think the sweats aren't going to enjoy it as much as Warzone 1, and I could see a lot of them going back to Warzone 1 and playing Rebirth or Caldera. Another thing that I think a lot of people won't like about Warzone 2 is the fact that regaining will be really difficult. When you die, it's going to take a lot longer to regain, because when you come back from the gulag, you can't just go to a buy station and buy a loadout. Along with the fact that the looting system in general is just clunkier and slower, it's going to take you a lot longer to regain than it does in Warzone 1. And speaking of the gulag, even though I wasn't a fan of some of the map designs in the gulag in Warzone 1, I like the concept of it, and I just feel like that was one of the staples of the game, and there was no need to change it. In fact, they actually just made it worse. I mean, honestly, I've watched a lot of Warzone 2 gameplay, and I still have no idea what's going on in the gulag. It just seems like a cluttered mess and so unnecessary. So that's why I think everyone will go back to Warzone 1 after Warzone 2 drops. But I could be wrong. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree with me. Do you like the changes they made in Warzone 2? Do you see yourself going back to Warzone 1, or do you think you'll be playing Warzone 2 a lot? Let me know in the comments. That's pretty much it for this video. I appreciate all the support on my recent videos. I love interacting with you guys in the comments. Be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm out.